Good evening. You may be seated. My name is Dr. Kelly Dries, and I'm the Dean of the Ruth S. Coleman College of Nursing and Health Sciences here at Cardinal Stritch University. On behalf of the college, I would like to welcome spouses, parents, children, guests, Board of Trustee members, Sisters of St. Francis of Assisi, administration, faculty, and staff to the December 2018 pinning ceremony for the graduates of the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. This ceremony celebrates the graduates' achievements and their dedicated commitment to the profession of nursing, and it is their very first step in their formal induction to the discipline. It is an honor for me and the entire nursing faculty and staff to be your partner in your nursing education travels, and we look forward to seeing many of you in our MSN program. I ask that you please silence your cell phones at this time. However, you are free to take pictures and videos if you would like. At this time, I would like to welcome nursing graduate Brenna Griffith to the podium, who will provide the invocation.
Loving God, keep reminding us that true joy is hidden in compassion, which is the keen awareness of the interdependence of all creation. Open our hearts and minds to the fact that we are all created by our loving God. Help us to share our strengths, our gifts, and hopes with one another. Help us always to rejoice in our shared humanity and continue to deepen our sense of compassion and responsibility for all creation. This Franciscan value invites us to serve and care for the poor and oppressed, work for justice always, take responsible social action, offer unselfish service wherever we may be. Our challenge is to say yes to this value and spirit of goodness that is inclusive and diverse, as St. Francis and St. Clare of Assisi did so many years ago. To say yes to a sense of compassion with kindness, sharing our gifts and talents at Stritch and elsewhere.
At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce you to the platform party. Kathleen Reinhardt, our president of Cardinal Stritch University. Dr. Dan Schultz, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Kathy Van Erden, Associate Dean. Dr. Michelle Zontner, Nursing Undergraduate Chair. And faculty Eileen Peering. I'd like to also welcome the members of the Board of Trustees and the Sisters of St. Francis of Assisi, who will be introduced by the President momentarily. I would also like to introduce you to the faculty and staff who your graduates have spent a lot of time with, right? A lot of time with. So, faculty and staff, if you would please stand. Hold your applause till the end. If you'll please stand when I say your name. Dr. Kathy Van Erden, Associate Dean. Dr. Chris Miller, Graduate Program Chair. Dr. Michelle Zontner, Undergraduate Program Chair. Lori Studi, Health Sciences Chair. Kate Schmidt-Kunz, Coordinator of Student Learning Experiences. Laura Bolton, Assistant to the Dean. Lauren Gronsky, Sharon Haas, Patty Kaufman, Julie Lepianka, Dr. Lori Magestro, Holly Neroni, RN2BSN Program Coordinator, Jennifer Niggemeyer, Eva Nitka, Eileen Peering, Norman Shanks, Katie Chartier, Dr. Bonnie Walker, Amy Deneau, And I'd like to also recognize our wonderful advisors, Holly Radke and Pyle Chava. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Kathleen Reinhardt, our president of Cardinal Stritch University, who will congratulate the students on behalf of the university.
Good evening and welcome to our graduates, their family, friends. On behalf of the Ruth S. Coleman College of Nursing and Health Sciences and the entire Stritch community, we take great pride in congratulating each of you on all you have done and all you have accomplished during the past several years. You probably were wondering many times whether this was actually going to happen. Physiology, anatomy, whatever course was going to give you the biggest grief, but here you are. Here you are. We now have the wonderful opportunity and pleasure to celebrate with you at this very transformative moment in your educational journey. I would like to take a moment to recognize a number of people in addition to the faculty who spent hour upon hour supporting all of you over these years. I would also like to take a moment to ask members of the Board of Trustees and the members of the Sisters of St. Francis of Assisi who have given their professional and personal lives to make sure that we're all here today. So would the members of the board and members of my leadership team also stand, please, to be recognized. I want to take a moment just to depart momentarily to say that in the state of Wisconsin there are 54 nursing programs, correct? All right? 54 nursing programs. 14 of those nursing programs are located in southeast Wisconsin. This nursing program every year distinguishes itself by not only the faculty who do extraordinary work in the classroom and with clinical and with advising and with all levels of support every day, but this program also distinguishes itself through you in terms of the curriculum, the insight, the care, the judgment, all that you bring to your profession. And so when you go out into the world of nursing, you go out on behalf of this university and on behalf of nursing. And you are a window to what Stritch has done and continues to do to distinguish itself. So I will share with you a really poorly kept secret for everyone who knows me here. I love nurses. I have had the honor to work with the nurses at many different colleges and universities for more than 20 years and have a deep appreciation for all they do. As I was preparing for this evening, I took some time to consider a number of comments made in a periodical called Daily Nurse in response to a query entitled, "Why I Love Being a Nurse." Here is what some individuals said. "I love being a nurse for many reasons, mostly because it has brought me into the lives of people whom I wouldn't have met if I weren't a nurse. Some of the most interesting people I have ever met came into my life because I am a nurse." Another said, "My passion for nursing stems from being influenced by two incredible historical leaders, Clara Barton and Mother Teresa. Neither are traditional nurses by occupation, but both spent their lives serving people in times of hardship, loss, and devastation. Their example inspired me to love nursing by making a difference in the lives of others. The early foundation of Clara Barton's vision and the compassion and selfless service of Mother Teresa have been constant reminders throughout my nursing career of what really matters despite the challenges. It is called a love unending." Another nurse said, "I like nursing because it is a profession that never stops giving." You learn new things every day, and the opportunity for growth is almost unlimited. I feel so good inside when I see improvement in my patients, and also when, and also when giving emotional support by holding the hands of family members who have just experienced a tragedy. Actually, it gives me inner peace that I was able to help somebody. Another said, the reason I love being a nurse is because it is so rewarding to make a difference in someone's life. It's beautiful when you look into the eyes of a patient and see the window to their soul, when just a caring touch or a word can make a connection. I know that each of you has had at least one experience in a clinical setting or in the classroom that has crystallized for you why you have committed yourselves to a career in nursing. For each of you, those experiences involve the ability to instill a sense of hope, compassion, and comfort in your patients and in their families. We as a society need you. With all the hope, compassion, and comfort each of you can bring to your work each day. As a university, we are so proud of what you have accomplished to get to this moment. In addition to all of your academic accomplishments, I also would like to share, so that everyone can understand the well-rounded lives of those seated before you here. I also would like to share some of the additional information about several of our graduates. Princess Aji, where are you? Princess Aji, raise your hand, hi. Who is also a citizen of Nigeria, will go on to complete pre-med studies after nursing. Rita Owuku, where are you? Rita has a sister, Yvonne, correct? Is Yvonne here? There's Yvonne. Yvonne also graduated from our BSN program and is now enrolled in our MSN program. No pressure, Rita. Marie Chantel Chavez, where are you? Marie was on the university's track team. It's okay, Marie. It's okay. No disclosure of any secrets here. Danielle Ciaglia, where are you, Danielle? Danielle was on the softball team. Justin Ohala. Justin is a veteran of our military services. And Molly Patterson, where are you, Molly? Molly Patterson has been described to me as a rock star tutor and served as a supplemental instruction leader. So as an example, this is just a brief example of the talents and skills in addition to all of the nursing skills that you will carry forward into your profession. And so, ladies and gentlemen, you are ready. A talented and dedicated nursing faculty has done everything possible to prepare you. I know that Dean Dries introduced the faculty, but I want us to take a moment again to recognize the faculty who have cared for you when you didn't think you needed caring, who have been there to answer every conceivable question you had, to put their arm around you, to give you a stern look when you needed a stern look, and to be preparing you to send you on your way into a profession. With the faculty and all those who have provided support in the College of Nursing, please stand. In addition to the faculty, the university has done all it can to provide additional academic, extracurricular, and spiritual support. The pin you received tonight is a symbol of your work and dedication. It serves as a traditional rite of passage. May all your professional dreams be met. May you find a sense of personal joy and fulfillment. from the hope, the comfort, and the compassion that you will model toward colleagues and for your patients. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, President Reinhardt. I would like to acknowledge you and Dr. Dan Schultz for your support of our college. Their service to the students and their passion for the mission of transforming lives through value-centered education. They are committed to leading Stritch into the future while embracing, cherishing, and upholding the university's Franciscan values. Thank you so much. Please welcome now Rita Awuku, Bachelor's of Science in Nursing graduate, who will give the pinning speech.
Hello everyone. I am humbled and honored to be able to speak on behalf of my graduating class. First off, I want to welcome everyone to the December 2018 Nursing Class Pinning Ceremony. I will start off my speech with a rhetorical question. Just ponder over it. What are you thankful for? Nursing is a rewarding profession, and we are privileged to have gone through it at Cornell Stritch University, where we were introduced to the 4 Franciscan values, which are caring for creating community, referencing all of creation, showing compassion, and above all, making peace. These 4 values are what I believe a nurse is made up of. God has been merciful throughout this journey. Nursing school has been demanding and quite a challenge. Missing out on birthdays and not being able to hang out with friends. Our mates knows us better than our family. Throughout nursing school, I made 2 types of friends. Leah and Ashley, who are always ahead of the game by submitting their homework on time. And Princess and Charlie, who hanged in tight with me to submit our homework at 11:50 p.m. when it was due at 11:59. We made lifelong friendships. I want to take this opportunity to thank my classmates for all the encouragement and lifting each other up. We have been through it all. We lost some loved ones along the way, and we gained 2 beautiful babies, Eva and Amari. A few got engaged and a few got married. This whole process would not have been possible without our parents, our children, and our loved ones. We want to commend you for going through this journey with us. You have been through our worst and best days. You were our rock when we felt we were sinking. Thank you for all the encouragement and support shown during our time in school. Our instructors, advisors, staff, what more can we say? Right from our very first seminar class, straight through transition and leadership. We can see the change from when we started up until now. Thank you for holding us to the highest standards of excellence to make sure we've reached our full potential. Thank you for sharing part of your knowledge with us. If only you could be with us while you're taking NCLEX. Thank you for replying to all the late night emails, the last minute emails to clarify what exactly will be on the test. Bring in essential oils in class to help us relax. Praying together with us. Bring in food to prevent us from sleeping. We want to say a big thank you to you. May our God, who knows the secrets of every heart, answer all your prayers. I want to end my speech with a quote from Tom Brokaw, and I quote, "Your certification is in your degree. You may think of it as the ticket to the good life. Let me ask you to think of an alternative. Think of it as your ticket to change the world. We've always been told, if you did not document, you did not do it. And now we have documented. So guess what that means? We did it. Congratulations, Dr. Coleman.
Thank you, Rita. So the moment you have all been waiting for, the actual pinning of the graduates. I'd like to have Dr. Michelle Zontner come to the podium and Eileen Peering momentarily, who will present the graduates and welcome them to the nursing profession as they receive their pins.
Good evening, everybody. Graduates, the nursing pin you are about to receive is unique to graduates at Cardinal Stritch University. The pin depicts the university logo adopted in 2012, the year the university celebrated its 75th anniversary. The university logo can be found on the back of your program. The rose window icon resembles the rose window found at the Basilica of St. Clare in Assisi, Italy. The rose window was chosen to honor the university's rich history and the legacy of the Sisters of St. Francis of Assisi, and to convey the historical and religious context of the university. Some of you may know that Cardinal Stritch University was founded in 1932 as St. Clare College. St. Clare has a special meaning for nurses. As a young woman, she visited and cared for the poor and sick in their homes. Her name means light, which is also a symbol of the nursing profession. The Clare lamp, to the side of the podium, is a gift to the university from the Assisi's pilgrims. We have it here today to remind us of our Franciscan heritage and values. Florence Nightingale, founder of modern nursing, walked through dark nursing wards at night with a glowing lamp so that patients would be comforted by the knowledge of her presence. Light represents knowledge, understanding, compassion, and well-being. Each of you will light a candle tonight in honor of St. Clare, Florence Nightingale, the nursing profession, and the university. As a symbol of your completion of the Stritch nursing program and entry into the nursing profession, you will receive your nursing pin, the moment you've all been waiting for. Wear your pin proudly as a sign of your accomplishment as you join the thousands of other Stritch nurses that serve their communities in southeast Wisconsin, throughout the United States, and in countries around the world. Wear your pin as a reminder of the special values that makes you a Cardinal Stritch nurse. Would the graduates and those presenting them please line to the side of the stage? The family members can just stand next to their graduates, please. Okay, first up, we have Janelle Acker being presented by her fiance, Nick Dodsworth. Princess Agi. Princess was presented by her grand aunt. Samar Alamri, presented by her husband and children, Fawaz Nasser, Yazan, and Eva. Celia Allegria, being presented by her parents and her son, Celia Sagwin, Afrasio Allegria, and David Allegria. Lauren Anderson, being presented by her parents, Carrie and Tim Anderson. Rita Abuku. Marie Chantel Chavez, being presented by her parents, Carlotta and Jorge Chavez. Danielle Chalia, being presented by her parents, Norma and Dave Chalia. Connie Cooper, presented by her mother, Kimberly Webb. Stephanie Flores Ochoa, being presented by her husband and son, Juan Juarez and Junior Juarez. Brenna Griffith, presented by her grandmother, Pearl Tibbetts. Ashley Jackson, presented by her mother, Stephanie Schultz. Cassie Lawson, presented by her significant other and son, Christopher and Max. Sarah McDowell, presented by her mother and significant other, Lori McDowell and Marcel Williams. Dorothy McLaurin, presented by her oldest daughter and sister-in-law, Destiny Scaniers and Danita Scaniers. Presented by her parents, Mariana Flores and Lupe Nahera. Justin Ojala, presented by his mother, Cindy Walker. Joy Okoro, presented by her twin girls, Michelle and Melissa. Molly Patterson, presented by her husband, Taylor Patterson. Margaret Paulson, presented by her son, Bentley Paulson. Whitney Pitar, presented by her boyfriend, Anthony Perez. Nali Vu, presented by her husband, Sing Tao. Leah Washington, Tanya Zong Lockbeeler, presented by her parents, Chua and Bu Zong. And last but not least, Maria Zilberman, presented by her husband and son, Oleg and David Zilberman. Graduates, on behalf of myself and the Stritch faculty, we want to wish you all a sincere and heartfelt congratulations, and we wish you the best of luck in whatever your future holds. Congratulations. I invite the graduates to please stand and light their candles.
Graduates, we'll be having you move a little closer when you're candles lit, you'll turn to the audience, okay? So graduates are now standing. I would like to also invite any nurses in the audience to also please stand. Any other nurses in the audience, please stand. Also, Janelle Acker, could please come up. And she will lead us in reciting the nursing pledge, which can be found in your program, the nursing pledge.
Please join me in reciting the nursing pledge. I pledge myself before God as a member of the nursing profession and in the presence of this gathering to practice my profession faithfully. I will do all in my power to maintain and elevate the standards of my profession and to contribute to the betterment of these standards. I will use my knowledge gained in making sound nursing judgments and will be held responsible and accountable not only to myself, but to those who are entrusted to my care and under my management.
You may now blow out your candle, please. And you may be seated.
Okay, Cassie.
Okay. All may be seated. Thank you. I am pleased now to introduce Dr. Dan Schultz, Vice President of Academic Affairs, who will congratulate the students on behalf of the Academy.
Good evening, everyone. One of the advantages of sitting up here on stage that I know the nurses probably can't see this is your loved ones back here. You may be able to feel the love, but we can actually see it. The gleam in your family's eyes, the smiles, it's really moving, it's really touching. So congratulations to each of you. Just a couple of closing remarks. I want to begin with a thank you. Thank you for answering your call to a profession so intimately connected to healing and well-being. Yours is truly a ministry of service to others. You go into your profession well prepared academically. The rigor of your curriculum has been intense. You are also well prepared experientially. The hard work you put into your clinicals has helped you discern your own pathways in nursing. You may have read in your program about Florence Nightingale, a woman commemorated with our candle lighting ceremony this evening as the founder of modern nursing. Florence Nightingale was born in 1820 in Italy and was a Christian social reformer and statistician. Nightingale came to prominence while serving as a manager and trainer of nurses during the 4-year Crimean War of 1853 to 56, in which she organized care for wounded soldiers. After the war, she published the book Notes on Nursing. Over time, Nightingale would be remembered for many famous quotes on nursing. And I wanted to share a couple with you to help you understand how timeless she was. This is over 150 years ago. Here's the first quote. The very first requirement is in a hospital is that it should do the sick no harm. Nurses put the patient in the best condition for nature to act upon him or her. Wise and humane management of the patient is the best safeguard against infection. Last, live life while you have it. Life is a splendid gift. There's nothing small about it. My prayer for you nurses this evening is to live out your call to nursing in no small way. You have indeed been given a splendid gift from your God. Use your gift well in service to others. Congratulations.
Okay. Who has watched a baseball game in their life? Well, I am called the closer. Okay, so if you know what the closer is, it's the pitcher who comes in, closes out the game. So I get the last words, which I'm really excited about. Have you seen this crowd? Dr. Dan Schultz said, you would be amazed to see these smiling faces out here. We have never used 3 sections of the Cleveland Center before. This is the largest group we've ever had. So this is great testimony to all of the support that you have received, because you couldn't have done it without these families and friends. So please stand and thank them for all their support, graduates. Without your loved ones. So graduation means different things to different people, right? For graduates, it's a long road, lots of studying, culmination of years of experience of honing those skills, those study skills, but a lot of time has been spent with faculty and staff. For parents and families, it's a payoff of lots of years of worry, love, caring, and some financial support. So guess what? You did it. Over the last few years, each of you were on a very unique journey. People had gotten married, people had children, right? We were all on a journey together, and through those different ups and downs, the struggles and triumphs, you persevered and you succeeded. So we have heard tonight that nursing is a rich and rewarding career. It offers endless and diverse opportunities to make a positive difference in the lives of others. And individuals are really drawn to the profession with a strong sense to create positive change. And many of you today will go on your separate ways, moving to other states, starting a job, or you may plan to continue your education. But of course, the biggest thing that will catapult you to that next level is what? Passing your NCLEX, right? So you need to trust in your schooling. You have worked hard. You are well prepared. And before you take that test, I want you to think of putting 2 cheerleaders on your shoulders, right? Your friends, your loved ones, your family on one shoulder, and the Lord on the other. Okay? So you can do this. As some of you may or may not know, our previous president, Sister Camille. I would like to talk about her just briefly here. She had passed away on November 17th, less than a month ago. She was 95 years old. She served the university for more than 60 years. She was a transformational educator, our president, and chancellor. And during my first weeks of being a dean of nursing, of health sciences, I had asked to do an orientation with her. And it was very interesting. I had noted she had such a gentle spirit, a confidence, and a beautiful wisdom. She was the type of leader who served with integrity, led with courage, and acted with love in her heart. And she spoke about how excited she was about all the initiatives that she accomplished and launched under her presidency. But she disclosed, similar to our president now, that her proudest moment was starting the nursing program. She would take her hands and put them on my cheeks and get real close, and she'd say, "Oh, those nurses, the apple of my eye." And then when I said, "Did you have any advice for me as a new dean? I'm starting out in this role. I usually wear my hair up and there's curls coming down." And she would take her fingers and ring her finger around my curl and say, "You let those nurses know that they truly make a difference, and that they need to remember to be kind, similar to what Dr. Schultz had mentioned about Florence Nightingale. We lost an incredible servant leader who was gifted, a humble visionary, and who simply answered the call and cared deeply about Catholic education. And those of you who may have known her, we were very blessed and changed forever. And so I'd like to end with a story, and I think about Sister Camille's advice to me, and I'm reminded of this story entitled The Star Thrower by Laura Easley. So once upon a time, a man was walking along the seashore, and he looked down at the beach, and he saw a human figure dancing. He smiled to himself and thought, who would be dancing along the seashore? So he walked up faster and faster to catch up to this entity. As he got closer, he noticed that the figure was a young woman. The woman then reached down to the shore, picked up a small object, and threw it into the ocean. And as he came closer to this woman, he said, "Good morning. May I ask what you are doing?" And the young woman paused and looked up and replied, "I'm throwing starfish into the ocean." "Huh, why would you throw starfish into the ocean?" asked the startled wise man. The young woman replied, "The sun is up and the tide is going out. And if I don't throw them in, they will die." Upon hearing this, the wise man smirked and said, "But young woman, do you not realize there are miles and miles of beach? And there are starfish along every mile. You can't possibly make a difference." And if she hadn't heard, the young woman bent down, picked up yet another starfish, and threw it into the ocean. As it met the water, she turned and smiled. It made a difference to that one. So graduates, in your clinical journeys, in this short time, you have helped first-time mothers, newborn babies, elementary school children, patients who have undergone serious surgical procedures, patients who are at the lowest part in their life, and those patients who only had a few hours to live. These patients were relying on you to look out for their welfare and to be their strongest advocate. That is your job. That is your role. As a nurse, you provide quality care infused with compassion and a sense of purpose. And just like the woman who saved each starfish on the seashore, and just like Sister Camille, you truly make a difference. So in closing, graduates, I welcome you to the nursing ranks. It is an admirable and humbling career, and I challenge you to be advocates for those who have no voice, and to stay balanced, to dream big, to believe in yourself, and to strive to be your best self each day. So congratulations, wear your nursing pins proudly, with pride and accomplishment, and with a strong sense of belonging, and a connectedness to an incredible group called nurses. Keep the spirit of nursing alive in your hearts and in your minds. Thank you. Will everyone please stand, audience and graduates? Stretch out the legs back there. We will now read the closing prayer, a prayer for peace, which can be found in your program. A prayer for peace. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant me happiness. consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. You may be seated. Lastly, please help me thank the Nursing Pinning Committee led by Lori Studi, Eva Nitka, Dr. Bonnie Walker, Laura Bolton, and Chris Herrick, who helped coordinate this joyful event. Please give them a round of applause. This concludes our December 2018 Nursing Pinning Ceremony. Please join us in Bonaventure Hall, which is this corridor right here, immediately following the ceremony for a reception sponsored by the Ruth S. Coleman College of Nursing and Health Sciences. So right out the side here to the left, there will be 2 stations with food. There's also desserts and beverages. If you need the restrooms, it's on the back side on the left. I ask that you remain seated until the platform party. Faculty and staff and students have exited. Thank you so much.